Good morning, it's Kerri-Ann and thanks for joining me again on the channel. Today is another small business vlog and I'm going to be talking about the next steps in the office remodel and the art studio remodel. So today is Thursday the 5th of January 2023, and if you've watched vlog number 1, which will have days 1 to 3, this is day 4, and I don't know how many days it's going to last, but it's day 4 onwards of the shop remodel. So if you haven't checked out vlog 1, then head over and have a look at that one, and that will give you sort of a bit of an intro as to what's going on in my small business vlogs at the moment. Today's plans are to hopefully attack these shelves, and I'll show you a picture of the doom cupboard. Okay, so the doom cupboard is what happens when I have a bit of a mental health breakdown. I take everything, I trash it all, I take everything that I was working on and I just give up on it usually and stuff it into a cupboard. So that cupboard is actually, it's here, just here, and it's where the office space is. It was originally like a toilet room, so it has a toilet in it which isn't really used because obviously we live upstairs, so we don't really need to use it. I don't like the idea of using the toilet where the shop area is, so I just close the door for 5 minutes, put the note back in 5 minutes notice on, and then head upstairs if I need the loo. So what I want to use that little room for is I'll keep the sort of the sink there, that's handy, and the toilet, it will just be closed and just not used, and I'll clean it and everything to keep it fresh. But I want to put in some shelving units and use it as additional storage space. Now I have so much stuff, so much creative stuff, that I think what I need to do is get it organised, get it properly organised into boxes, and having shelves in that little room will give me additional space. But as you can see, or as you saw just a moment ago in the photo, that room at the moment is a complete state, so no chance of me getting that done at the moment. The other thing I am wanting to attack, as I say, is these shelves here, because if I can get those shelves done, I'll be more inclined to do creative activities whilst I'm at work. Because obviously if you look here, I've got one of my desks, then I've got my sort of computer work desk here. Oh, I'll show you something else that I did yesterday. I'm really pleased with these. So obviously I have lots of things that I need to do, and I'm going for greens and like all different shades of greens and greys and blacks and that sort of thing for the new office makeover. And I made these cover sheets to go over the top of all the paperwork, so that when I'm filming anything confidential, that won't show up. And instead you'll just get this sort of front thing, but it also just looks nice. It's just aesthetically pleasing to the eye, and I think I'll be much more happy coming to work if things look pretty and make me feel happy. So I've done the to-do version, they're over here, and then I did the goals and plans version like that. And yeah, I'm just starting to fill up the pegboard. So obviously in the small business vlog 1 I did the pegboard, so I've got the pegboard gut. So I've got this one here that I haven't decided what I'm putting on it yet, and then that one was always there. I'm thinking I might paint this, but as I say, I'll show you the mood board. So that mood board that I've just shown you there is the colours that I want to go for in this space. I'm thinking about the kitchenette, whether I want to paint the doors of it. I haven't decided. If you've got any ideas, let me know, because I would love to have those maybe painted like triangles with greys and greens, and I'm not too sure, but I just want a bit more colour in this space. And I'm thinking about painting that green or grey or something along those lines. And the boxes that I want to have everything in storage of, I want to go for greys, greens, whites, silvers, that sort of thing. So yeah, lots to do today. There's probably going to be deliveries for the shop, and I've moved the shop around. Let me show you that too. So obviously here in the shop it's looking really bare up there, but that is because this area here used to have all the stencils, and the stencils are now over here. So the stencils, the majority of the stencils we stock are my own brand. So this is my brand, Imagine Design Create. So I do a range of stencils here, and then I have my stamp range here. So obviously Imagine Design Create is also my limited company name, but it's one of the first product brands that I created for myself. I'd obviously done product designing for lots of other companies beforehand. This was just the first brand that I launched myself, and then I went on to launch other brand names and things like that. But yes, all these gaps here, we should be having some deliveries today that should fill them all up, but I'm really pleased with how I've moved things around. If I can find a photo of what it looked like before, I'll show you what it looked like before. But yes, here we go. I forgot to turn the music off in the background. I really hope that doesn't have an issue. Hopefully my voice is drowning out any of the sound of it. But here is the shop. So this is the other side of the shop, and this leads into sort of the crafts and things like that. So you've got things like macrame, cross stitch, embroidery, diamond art, etc. And that leads then to where the studio is or was that I need to rebuild. Still haven't finished rebuilding it. And obviously my garden, which needs a bit of work as well. And then as you come around the corner, you've got the wall section, and then you've got obviously the book section down that way, and then along here is all sorts of creative bits and pieces. But there's so much going on in the shop. There's something for everyone. If you cannot find something in here that will make you smile, there's definitely something wrong with you. I've literally got anything and everything creative, hobby and reading based. There's airfix kits, quelling, face painting, all sorts. So this is outside the shop at the moment. Books on display. I want to do something here as well. Not too sure what I want to do here yet, but I'm going to have a think about what I want to do there. That's one of the pieces that I did for the entranceway. And then this is walking back to the counter. I'm thinking I want to do something up here too, but I'm not sure what yet. But something creative and inviting up here. This is getting a second coat of paint today. I really must do that today. So yeah, let's get on with it. Okay, so I've portioned off the segments that I want to paint, and I think I've chosen my colour palette using the leftover paint that I've got. I've checked each colour is still available to order, I'm so sorry about the tuft of my hair at the back. It's so annoying. It looks awful, doesn't it? Look at it. What a mess. One of the main reasons that I don't go on camera very much is because I absolutely can't stand the way I look. My hair is a nightmare. Anyway, what was I saying? So, this is the cabinet portioned off ready. I think I've chosen my colour palette. I have tested the paints, mixed them, made sure that they are also available in stock if I need to order any more. I think I'm just going to go for it. I think I'm just going to see what happens, and if I hate it, I'll just have to paint it all white. This is the craziness. This is what happens when I'm at work on my own and it goes quiet in January, so let's see. So I'm thinking, because I've only got 3 colours here, 1, 2, 3, they're going to touch. So I think I need to add a 4th colour. I'm going to go see if I've got a silver. Okay, so I'm currently undecided between using a silver and a slate as the accent colour with these. I think I'm going to go slate. Silver's cool, but I think it would be too similar to the door handles, so I think I'm going to go slate. And I'm going to need to use that because otherwise the 3 colours would be touching. Woo! Okay. I don't know what to do. I'm going to go for it. Definitely going to need 2 coats of paint. is Friday the 6th of January, and I will be today working again on the office and studio remodel. My mind is completely all over the place. I'm absolutely exhausted today. I did not sleep very well last night, and it has left me with that sort of brain fog that you get when you don't get a proper level of sleep. And yeah, so I'm a bit all over the place today, so I apologise in advance. But I have got lots I want to get done today. So I finished repainting which I will put a photo in hopefully. I finished repainting the green on the side of the bookcase, which is the sort of the first thing I see in the morning as I come in and walk into the office space of the shop. So I finished painting that green, and I'm thinking about putting my art prints that I did back in, these are the originals of the prints that I made using fern leaves from my garden and infusion powders. So these are the originals that I kept, and I have sold card prints of them and art prints of them over the years. But I thought I might put those prints on the bookcase. I'm not 100% sure yet, but that's one of the things that came to mind. I've ordered myself a monitor stand to raise the monitor up so I'm not looking down, I can be looking straight in front of me. So I'm looking forward to getting that. That should come in the post. Oh no, that's not today, that's Monday. Today, some boxes should arrive, which will mean that this bookcase here that I really want to get looking aesthetically pleasing to make me smile, and then all of the bits that I have to have, you know, the practical stuff, will go on the very top shelf, because it's not things that I need to like access on a daily basis. It's paperwork and things I need to keep, but I don't access it daily. I don't need to be, you know, within grabbing distance. So I'm going to put that along the top shelf of the shelves that you know are up here that I also need to reorganise. And I did say in yesterday's video that I was going to do those. Now I have done some, I will show you, but I haven't done all of it. And there's a reason, and the reason is because I totally got sidetracked in painting the kitchen unit. So you should have seen that already in this vlog. So yes, I started doing the kitchen unit. I'm going to do the big reveal today because I haven't peeled the tape off, so I will film peeling the tape off and hope that it's worked. Then I'm going to see if I've got enough paint to finish doing the kitchen units. If not, I have to order more of those colours. I did check and those colours are still available. I have redone this. So this is my pin board. And this part here obviously isn't, I don't know how much you can see, but under there it's not quite lined up. But what I did for the pin board, if you look back, you may have noticed that my pin board behind my monitor screen was just like a plain pin board, and it was really bugging me, and I wanted to do something with it, but I wasn't too sure. So I painted the outside in the green mix that I mixed myself, which is also on the kitchen units. And then I just used this paper that I got, it's a gift wrap paper, that I would like to, I'll put my own design on gift wrap soon, and I will put my own design up there. But right now, this is one that I was gifted by one of the book companies I worked with to go with the launch of a book called, I believe it was Landlines, and it's beautiful, and there's this leftover piece, and I thought, you know what, that is perfect, that will go on there. It doesn't quite fit, there's a strip of the brown, but I think that's absolutely fine because that's where I'll pin, you know, the things that usually stay there, like the pictures of my children and things like that. Nothing really else has changed here. A few bits at the top which you can't see at the moment, but I will show you later. A few bits I did organise, and then yeah, so today the definite things I want to get done are when the boxes arrive, I want to move some of the stuff that's here to the new places where those boxes are going, which is at the front of the shop. Again, is things that sort of restock other things that I can move from here over to there. The rest of the stuff I want to get to the top of this unit. I want to peel off everything on the kitchenette, peel those strips of washi tape off, see if it's worked. If it has, brilliant. If it hasn't, make a plan of how to fix it. And yeah, just keep going with this remodelling. It's making me feel really good to make the place more inviting for when I come to work, and it just feels better. Being more creative. I don't know why I left it so plain for so long, so like white. It's not me at all. Like I found this book that I've had for years, and I thought to myself, this is exactly the aesthetic that I want to go for. So the Green Witch, and obviously I love gardening, I love crystals, I love witchcraft and wizardry and Wicca and positivity, and I love the green tones, and obviously I collect crystals, which is, I bought some down for this week, and I just thought, why am I not having my own personality in the office space? I was for some reason making it really plain white, as if it was a rented office, which it's not. It's obviously, I own the building, obviously with a mortgage, but I own the building. We live upstairs, and then I obviously have the shop, the studio, and the little garden. So I should be stamping my personality on it, and I don't know why I haven't really done that. I have a habit of moving things around and putting shelves up and things. I just wasn't making it look the way that I would like it to look, and this year that's changing. This year I am going to make it look nice the way that I want it to look, and then maybe in a couple of years time, if my aesthetic has changed and I want to go different, then I'll change that too. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Let's try and just make it at least look nice for now. So yeah, so let's get on with today. It's time. I'm going to peel this one off now. I'm quite nervous at the minute. other ways in which I plan new things when I'm doing anything really around the house is I use my trusty iPad, and I don't know if you can see this, but I take photos of what it looks like, and then I make notes of the changes that I think I'm going to make. So for example, here on the iPad I've said that I want to do a candle and sort of a display, and then I want to put my plant up here. Fill that up because that's not working otherwise. So I'm going to put this, and then I'm not sure what I'm going to do here yet, I haven't put anything on here. And then I've got these little crates coming, I think on Monday, and I want to put some stock on here, the stock that I sell online, things like pin badges, bookmarks, my own artwork basically, turned into giftware and cards and things. And I think the reason that I want to have this here to look at through the day is because it will inspire me to keep creating. And I think looking at just like office stuff isn't inspiring me, it isn't sparking any creativity in me, whereas if I have a nice beautiful bookcase to look at that is full of the artwork that I've done and feel proud of, then maybe I will feel more creative whilst I'm at work. That's the idea. Whether it works or not, I don't know, but I'm going to get on with my checking of the plans. I've also, I don't know how much you can see here, but I've also taken a photo of the top because I want to find a couple of boxes and then to have some photos, 3 artwork pieces across the top. Now, across the top, I don't mind if they're mine or if I can find some really nice inspirational prints from other artists. So that could be wordy, or it could be anything that goes with the whole sort of inspiring aesthetic. If you know of anyone selling artwork that are either in any of my sort of colours here, you see on there, or the greens or the sort of the nature. So that's the sort of artwork I'm looking for to go with the new aesthetic that I'm trying to create here. So please in the comments tag anyone that you know that is selling. I think it needs to be about an A4 in size, if the frame's going to be slightly bigger. So yeah, about an A4 print of something that is going to spark creativity in me and or go with the sort of the aesthetic I'm trying to create here with the nature and bringing that flow from the garden through to here, and crystals I like and all that sort of thing. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you know of anyone or think I should go check someone out for their artwork to go up on the walls. In the meantime, I might end up being my own, but to be honest, I see my own 24/7, so I'll be quite happy to have someone else's. And I've already done this, already on the bookcase, the top of the bookcase, not all of it. I'm feeling pretty proud of myself today. I'm really pleased. I've got plenty of time now to let those layers dry, and then probably around midday I'll be able to put the second layer of those on. I'm just going to hop on and do some admin now, and then I will hopefully start putting the washi tape onto this one so I can start painting this one. And I've just noticed, can you see this strip here? That's bugging me. So I'm going to find some white paint and just paint this up. This is actually a door, or what was a door like a long time ago, because the door's all been blocked up on the other side now, but it's actually a door. That's why it's not even with this. So I'm keeping the kitchen as clean as I possibly can, although the sink now does need a really good clean again. But this time it's only paint, as in like one colour paint from up here, not just layers and layers of grimy paint and coffee. which is what it looked like in vlog 1. I'm so ashamed of how bad this place looked, but that's just how it gets when you don't look after yourself and look after your business. That's how bad it gets. So, oh, and I've got my beautiful sterling star necklace that my husband bought me today, which I absolutely love. One of the things I want to do more this year is treat myself, and you probably have noticed that I wear only black. So I mostly wear just blacks and greys in terms of colour, and that's because that's what I like to wear. And I love crystals and stars and all that sort of thing, and I've just got plain Montes today, but I really want to look around and find some independence for things like jewellery and maybe some prints onto black t-shirts and things like that. And the reason I wear double hoodies, which you'll probably notice in the videos, this is my work hoodie. So this is just exclusively a great big baggy hoodie for work, and then I wear this one underneath for whatever I'm wearing sort of casually through the day. And the reason I have to wear two is because there's no central heating in this building at all, and I don't want to put the oil-filled radiator on at the moment. I did when it was like freezing cold temperatures and below freezing, but anything above, so what have we got at the moment? So we've got 14 in here at the moment. So 14 for me is perfectly fine with my double hoodies. I don't need the heater on. I'm so used to the cold, having no central heating sort of in the whole building, so at home or in the office. So I'm perfectly fine wearing double hoodies, and usually fingerless gloves as well when my hands get all cold. So yeah, I'm going to get on with some admin, I'm going to enjoy my coffee, and I'll see what else I can get through the day, done through the day. And there are some new creative books that arrived the other day in the order, and I do want to do a flip through of those because I think you will like to see those. And I have started planning some art projects, which is good. I kind of want to hold off starting any art projects until I've actually finished the remodelling of the art studio and the office space, because I think if I start doing art projects as well as doing the remodelling, I might overwhelm myself, and then that will be another downward spiral, and I don't want one of those. So we shall see. I'll see what I feel capable of. Digital art I'm doing every day, which is good because it's getting me back into the flow of things, but I mean things like the watercolour, the pigment, the acrylic, any of those sorts of artworks at the moment have just been on the back burner. But I do want to get started, as I say, with some of those again soon. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy my coffee and we'll get back soon.